Health.
I'm thrilled.
Okay, cool. Well, all I got was your email, and it says help. So, you've been fit before, so you know how to be fit, but do you know how to be healthy?
No.
Okay, so
No.
how long have you been watching the vids?
I clicked on you probably about a month ago, and I saw a few of the videos, and then I got away from it a little bit. Never got again motivated to do it, and then for probably about a week and a half, I've been going through a lot of them.
Okay.
And so today I just said, you know what, I just got to do this, and I don't know why I keep. I get to a point where I'm like ready to do it, and then I back off.
Yeah, so that's really what you need to understand, is why you're holding yourself back. What are you afraid of? The light? Your happiness?
Maybe.
Your health?
Maybe.
Yeah, so you're scared of your own personal power.
Maybe so.
Who's there to hold you back?
I don't know. I really don't. I have a very nice husband who seems to be very supportive of me and would want me to be successful, so I can't, and the same with my kids. I don't really think that they're against me. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, so why would you hold yourself back from happiness, health, your potential?
I don't know. Maybe I just don't think I deserve it.
Yeah, well, let me tell you one thing's for sure. You do deserve it. You're a human being, you're a child of the Most High God, so that automatically qualifies you for radiant health, massive abundance, unconditional love, and peace. So now you got to try to figure out and dismantle the ego, which is some type of structure in your mind that's keeping you from allowing this simple information to penetrate and for you to use it. Because the fruits and vegetables is a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some cravings and all that stuff, but that's if you pay attention. Do you have a meditation practice?
No. No.
Have you ever thought about sitting down for 7 minutes each day and just observing your mind?
I would be open to it.
I would try that for 7 minutes first and work your way up to 15 or 10 and then 15 and then 20. But first off, just start with...
What do you do?
You just sit there somewhere quiet, hopefully in the the same place every day. And the morning is the best. The first thing in the morning is the best time. And you wake up in the morning and you just close your eyes and you just observe your thoughts. You just watch them. You don't try to change them. You don't try to judge them. You don't try to fix them. You just observe. So prayer is talking to God and meditation is listening. So really what you do is you're observing the way your mind works. And when you become the witness, you can see one day, you'll see, oh, this is why I hold myself back. And the light of awareness will go, oh, well then all I got to do, and then once you see the blocks, you just shine the light on it and it disappears. It has to go away now because you became consciously aware of it. So really, what you're practicing here is just awakening, being more honest and open and truthful with yourself. So, I mean, we're not going to be able to get into your whole life's history or what happened to you as a child or any of that stuff on this one. But I'm just getting straight to the core of it.
Well, it's funny that you say that, though, because I like to think that I am, an open and really honest person. But I do think you might hit on something because years and years ago, I had some, again, and I won't get into it, but some tragedy, and it made me, and through that process, it really made me aware that I really probably am my worst enemy, and that I, with a lot of self-talk, would be very negative, and so I really started to change that, and it really changed my well-being, but it hasn't changed my physical well-being, if that makes sense. It's changed my emotional.
And how's your mental well-being? Are you a little bit more positive? outlook?
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's what I meant. I think more my mental. I absolutely, and I really do realize that the more positive you are, and the more positive people you hang with, it just helps everything be more positive. You know.
So what's
So that's
interesting is that you're changing your mind, and now you send me an email, and then I get a hold of you, and then we talk. So really your mind and your positive thinking brought you to this place. Now, when you get to talk to me, I have a lot of experience, and I really care about you, and I want to see you succeed, so I'm transmitting this energy to you. So really, you're creating this yourself, this whole experience that we're having right now. And so I like to think that, you know, God is working through me to reach out, to touch you, to encourage you, because you're doing this now. So the process is taking place for you to continue to get healthy, because true health begins and ends in the mind. You know, your mind becomes your body, and then if you get yourself with your mind, if you get yourself sick and overweight, you got to use your mind to get yourself healthy and back to a normal, healthy, active physical life by having the mind state of more peace and more of the flow.
well. I have to agree with you wholeheartedly. I can't. I guess the realization has come to me that it's really, and this is something that nobody else can do but me.
That's it.
You know, I mean,
That's it.
in the end, you can talk all you want, but I have to do it.
That's right. And that's the thing about all this. That's the thing about life right there. And so your job now is to, one, you know, become aware of your worthiness and cultivate your self-value, realizing that you are a divine being that came here to planet Earth, and you have a body, you know, and you need to take care of it. And it's your
Is there any
vehicle.
kind of books or anything like that helps in that kind of mindset reading?
Well, now, what would be really good for you? With where you're at, let's see. You know, the study of physical health leads to the mental and spiritual health. The study of spiritual and mental health leads to the physical health. So, who would be good? Gosh, I think I have to suggest an old one here. It's just coming to me. It's a backup to this question, and that is the Detox Miracle Source Book by Robert Morse. And although it seems simplistic on the surface, it's very, you know, deep as far as the spiritual power goes, because the path of health is the spiritual path. And so I would read the Detox Miracle Source Book. I'm going to put this video up, and you'll be able to reference that. There's so many good books. Any books that you read on health, each person who is a health advocate has some type of spirituality or another. There are other, you know, super high levels of health as well. So I would start with the Detox Miracle Source Book. Gabriel Cousens has some really insightful knowledge. Paul Bragg, also a man who, and his daughter Patricia, they write some incredible books that are really simple and easy to understand, and will help you with the basic spiritual understanding of how to regenerate your life with the diet. And I'm going to also suggest Norman Walker, a juicing expert. And those will be enough to get you started. There's so many more. Anything that you can learn, though, about fasting, detox, and raw foods is going to help you to add another brick to the wall of your self-worth and the knowledge, and then try to get inspired. Find reasons to live a good life. This goes for everybody. Find reasons. Just make them up. This is your life. The earth is your game board. And it's all just a game that we play. It's a fun game that we play.
Just the other day, you know, I am not ready to die. And I want to see my children grow up and finish college, and, you know, whatever their life path is, I want to see it. And I've got to do these things not just for, you know, them, but for me. And I realize that besides, you know, being a good mother, I haven't done anything, and I want to do some things, you know? So...
Yeah, it's your time.
I'm really ready.
You really are, Joy. You're really ready to live your life. It's never too late for anybody. So what I want you to do is learn how to have fun making the raw foods. Learn how to have fun making a smoothie and then going out for a walk. I mean, I don't get enough of that stuff. The healthy habits that I have, there's not enough time in the day to fit in all the healthy habits I want to fit in. You know what I mean?
Right.
And getting to bed on time, and drinking enough water, and eating a raw food diet, and always just hanging around cool people and not hanging around people that are not cool, people that lift you up. And if the people bring you down, you're just like, I'm out of there. You don't answer the phone, you just stay away. I don't want to go out this weekend with you, Margaret. You're always negative. See ya. You know, I mean, it's just your life, and it is your time to shine, Joy. And so you need to find a way, whatever that block is, to find it and eliminate it. And the first step was you realizing that it's a possibility that you've got a block to seeing your own potential arise. And that's true for just about every single one of us. We're afraid, we're deathly afraid of how powerful we are, because we're going to make some people...
I do know that it's me, and I don't, and I really don't know why. I mean, yeah, I can tell these little things have happened, and maybe it's this, maybe it's that, but you know, that's past, and I'd like to just move forward. I don't know why it holds me up, or if that's what it is, you know. So
it's always us in our own way.
Okay, so can I ask you a couple questions?
Please do.
You know, I have a Vitamix, and I would think that, you know, blending things in that and you know, I don't like the taste of vegetables, so is that going to be hard for me to, you know, if I add an apple or something, will that help?
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to start making what you do is you start getting your taste buds calibrated to the vegetables. So what you do is you take 8 or 10 kale leaves and you blend that with 2 or 3 bananas with some coconut water or just some plain water and a date or two. And now you've just made a nice sweet green smoothie that tastes really good, and it's got the kale in there, and then your body starts to go, oh, this kale stuff's pretty cool. Or you can use spinach. Kale's a bit stronger. And then you also can, if you don't need a juicer, I see that's one of your questions, but juicers are helpful in the weight loss particularly. And also you take apple, kale, ginger, and lemon, and you make this nice green apple juice. And then the body starts to get used to the kale, a little bit of those bitter herbs. After a while, you love arugula, kale plain by itself. But at first you got to add the apples, the carrots, the bananas, and mix those fruits and vegetables. When you blend or juice, it changes the rules of food combining quite a bit. So when you blend apples and kale together and you make a nice drink, you digest it quite well in my experience of 15 years of juicing. So do those suggestions...
So it's okay to do it that way. And then as far as and again, this is my ignorance, but wouldn't a blender be getting more of the nutrients because it's all in there rather than it just taking out the liquid part of the vegetable?
Actually, the fiber, the cellulose, can actually slow down the healing process. Now, obviously, fiber is important in the long term, but in the short term, detoxification, removing plant cellulose is a great way to just inject the whole organism with a high amount of easily bioavailable sugars, cell salts, nutrients, antioxidants, phytochemicals, which strengthen and heal the cells, energize the cells. So the plant cellulose can be a little bit of a challenge. Now, obviously, it's important, but it's you know, when you're trying to lose weight and you are on the people that do the smoothies, they do not lose weight as fast as the people that do the juices.
Okay.
Because it takes a lot of systemic energy to move the fiber through the GI tract. If you just go juice and you go out for a walk, you'll notice a huge difference than if you have a fiber-filled smoothie and go for a walk. Now, of course, they're both equally valuable because the smoothies are like 2 minutes and you're done. You're drinking a smoothie, the whole blender's cleaned up, and you're out the door. Juicing, you're looking at more like 10, 15, 20 minutes, you know. So it's a little bit more. So you want to use them both. But the juicing therapy has helped many a brother and sister around the world to enhance the quality of their lives in a very fast way, bringing people back from the brink of death, bringing people from the huge weight loss to just dropping it off, feeding the body, strengthening the cells while simultaneously getting into a partial ketosis to start burning up some of the fat and eliminating toxins.
Okay. So I was going to order your DVD, Lose a Pound a Day, and I thought maybe that would be a good source to begin with. Is that correct?
That's a good start, yeah, because those recipes on there are mostly no-fat recipes. I think there's half an avocado in the whole DVD, just for emergency purposes for people. And then it's all non-fat recipes, which is really an accelerated detox. Fruits cleanse, herbs heal, and you want to take out the fats. There's some, it might not be easy for everyone. It depends on the state of the liver and the gallbladder, but for the most part, what's that?
Go ahead.
Well, for the most part, when you just take out all the fat and you do the fruit, and the fruit is really cleansing, and it's a little cleansing too much for some people because we're all clogged up with a lot of meat and mucus and cheese and bread and eggs and other kinds of weird, bizarre things that humans call food that just totally gunk up the whole GI tract. So you got to be smart about this. You might have to go like fruit in the morning, salad in the afternoon, and then steamed veggies at night if you're real toxic. If you're clean like me, you can have fruit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and as long as you get enough exercise, you're golden. Now I usually have a couple of fruit meals and a veggie juice or a salad meal, to just keep stable. But if I really want to hit it hard, I'll just eat like watermelon for 3 or 4 days, or I'll just drink like wheatgrass and coconut for a few days, or have lemon ginger blast for a few days, just to kind of cleanse out and energize, and kind of, if I overeat once or something like that, or miss a night of sleep, you want to juice up for a couple days to make up for the energy loss. So there's a lot of little tricks that you can do.
All right. Well, I eat every bad thing in the world, but I do love fruits.
So start replacing bad foods or those foods that are less than optimal with fruits. And then learn how to drink juice, and just do it. Just decide right now.
And is this something I do 3 times? Is this what I do all by itself? I mean, I don't eat anything else?
Eat all the fruit you want. Drink all the green juice that you want. If anybody does that, eats all the fruit they want, and I've never seen fruit cause problems. I mean, people say it does. I'm about to lose batteries here, but so we'll try to wrap this up. But anyways, I've never seen fruit cause problems. So if you eat all the fruit you want, and then all the green juice you want, you'll begin to see changes in your life. So make it fun to eat fruit. See the beauty and the intelligence and the wisdom in eating that fruit that is biologically correct for our organisms as frugivores. And then use the green juices to stabilize, balance, nutrify, enhance the function of the joints, and keep the aminos up so the muscles stay nice and fit. Go out and play, move around, move your body. Go lift some weights, go to the gym, go out and work in the garden. Walking is my favorite. It's because it's free, easy, you can do it any time. You throw your headphones on and you're stoked. And you make all this fun. Make it all fun. It's like fun to make raw foods. And then, when you need to, you have a salad, and you do a low-fat salad dressing. And there's tons of recipes that I have on YouTube. And you can get more recipes from my DVDs, and then look online and get ideas, but try to keep it a nice low-fat, high-fruit, high-greens diet. Really clean food. And it might not be that easy in the beginning, but if you do this and you set out down this road, you will be glad you did, because you will add years to your life and you will add life to your years. There's going to be some detox for everybody. But just keep going through it, because
detox, what does that mean?
That means crap's going to come out your skin. Your armpits are going to smell bad. You're going to feel tired. You're going to get diarrhea. You're going to have some puke. Crusties are going to come out your eyes. Crusties are going to come out your ears. Crusties are going to come out your nose. Stuff's going to ooze out of you. But you guess what? It's already in you. Raw food isn't making you sick. You're already partially sick. Almost everyone is partially sick with junk in their GI tract. And once they start cleansing, they're like, oh, this fruit makes me feel terrible. No, the fruit is cleaning you out, and all the gunk is being dissolved and mobilized. And now, so you got to make sure you're flushing your kidneys with cucumber juice, watermelon juice. Corn is actually really good for the kidneys, believe it or not. It's a kidney diuretic. And lots of pure water. And then the elimination of starchy carbs, excess meat, or any meat for that matter in the healing process. And then you get your kidneys flowing, then you get the lymph flowing with fruit. And then it's a process, and you got to get in it to win it. And it's not that hard to do, but you have to be committed to returning to health, which I find I get to meet more people that are interested in health than anyone in the world, but in general, when I'm out in public meeting normal day-to-day people, they're like, oh, that sounds cool, maybe I'll have a juice someday. And they're not really stoked about getting healthy. But getting healthy and living a healthy life, yeah, it's a little bit challenging our society, but the options are just not acceptable. Dying in some hospital somewhere, spending $1,500 a day, when you should have bought Life Regenerator DVDs and put the information to the deal, or come to one of my classes and spend a few pennies considering, and I'll teach you everything you need to know. I want to mention on this thing that I'm having a juice class in San Francisco, so everyone should make sure they find out about that, and come and learn this stuff, and spend a couple bucks, and save $1 million in the long run, and get your health back. So I'll put the information down below for the class, but I keep forgetting.
Do you have anything in Arizona coming up?
I have a mom in Arizona, and I want to do more classes. I just need to figure out how in the heck I'm going to organize it all and make it worth my time, so that because for the last few years I've been footing the bill for the meet and greets and the classes, and I haven't really made any money. There was a couple in Oakland that I did with my friend Cindy, who was a master at putting these things together. I actually made some money because she was so organized and handled it all. So anyways, I'm going to be working on I want to get out and teach this stuff, but I've got to get some support from the people. Free videos are one thing, and then coming out is totally another. But, my thing right now is just getting this message out there and showing people and teaching them. It's so simple. Making the lemon ginger blast is a blast, and you drink it, and it just energizes the heck out of you. And you go for a walk, or you lift some weights, or you bounce on the rebounder. And then you get a lot of sleep and drink a lot of water, and you improve your relationship with yourself and all others. And your life can be a lot more different than what this world tries to tell you it has to be, with so much different types of negativity. It can just completely disappear almost, and everything that's challenging and unpleasant actually becomes an opportunity. So you turn everything around in your favor is what you do. Everything.
I think I understand that. For some reason I really do, and I'm ready for it. So I just can't believe that you called, and it just tells me even more that this is right for me.
Yeah, well, this is you're the lucky lottery winner, and the lucky lottery winner is always having favor from the Lord. I don't mean to sound like some kind of special religious person, but I'm there. I'm getting more emails now every day. It's like it just grows. This whole thing is growing and growing and growing and growing, and I'm just trying to help. I know this video that we made today, Joy, is going to help a lot of people because I got on some nice stuff. So, is there anything else, Joy, before we wrap it up?
Well, just one thing, because I have watched some of your videos, and like you showed how to open a coconut, which is great because I had no idea how to open one, and I wouldn't even know what you eat or drink out of it. So you did say the juice, but what do you showed the meat of this one. But what do you do with it? What do you do with the meat?
With the meat.
Chop it up and how, what do you do? See what I'm saying? There's some things I have no idea. I wouldn't even know how to,
Well,
other than now I know how to put some of the raw vegetables into a blender or to a juicer. I think I can get that.
So it's time for you to educate. What you need to do is go online and check everybody out. I got some cool videos. There's a lot of great videos. My advice to everyone is to keep it as simple as possible. Things get a little bit complicated, and I know that it's more of a raw food movement of gourmet, and that's cool and everything, but that's not really tissue regeneration and healing. That's more like hip party time raw food. And it's important for people to go out and grub on some raw tacos once a week, but then get back on the program, get back on the fruit, discipline yourself, otherwise you will never get the results. And, you know, so I'm more of a tissue regenerator. I've got a long-term ideal for radiant health and, you know, translucent skin and a heart filled with love and perfect health in my body from a lifetime of things that we all did back in the day. And now we gotta, like, we want to really pay that debt off completely and open ourselves up to super high levels of health. And the way we're going to do that is the alkalization and detoxification, fasting and regeneration process, so that the whole body, mind, and spirit are completely renewed, and your true spirit arises on this earth, and you get to be a real champ for the people on this earth, to make a wider path for the spiritual divinity, for everyone else to follow to find peace. So, get healthy, and it's time to educate, Joy. You are on the path of learning, and as you learn, you will be reminded every day of what you're doing. All you need to know is fruits, vegetables, love, water, go to bed early, fitness, go have fun outside in the oxygen and the sunlight. And the main thing for you, Joy, is cultivating your self-worth. We all need to do that. We all need to realize that if we knew how much God loved us, it would obliterate us into a billion pieces, and we would just disintegrate into a pile of light flecks of stardust. So remember, everyone, and if you're an atheist, you'll just have to find another word for this, but God loves you. You know, no matter what. It's you that has to love God back. How much you love God is how much you'll love yourself and how much you'll love everyone else, because everything is that. So open up your heart, love everything as best as you can, and don't get down on yourself when you can't. Just try to remember that love is the healing power. And if you can learn to love yourself, you'll see your own self-worth, and these other things, you'll allow these things to come into your experience. Good things, happy things, health, abundance, peace, you know.
Love conquers all.
It does, and heals all wounds.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, this is awesome. I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for calling.
Oh, it has been really my pleasure, Joy. This one was quite fun. I hope you got something out of this. We want to hear some good news from you in a few months. And so just
take it before and after, or before and during.
do that. Before, during, after. Document this. Get in it to win it.
You got it.
Okay, Joy. You have my number, and I'll put you in my phone here, and then text me in a few months when you're like, hey Dan, I've lost the weight, I'm feeling great, blah blah blah, and then we'll do a video testimonial.
You got it. Well, thank you a million for calling, and I'm going to do this, and you're going to be proud.
I am proud, Joy. I love you already, but you're going to do a good job, and I'm just going to be, I got your back.
All right. Come out and see your mama, and then you can, and I'll find you.
World Tour 2013. We'll do this.
Okay. All right. You take care.
God bless, Joy. Peace.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah, so everybody, DTM here. Looks like the battery is just about dead, so I'm going to say there is a class, San Francisco. It's a Purusha Yoga Studio on Balboa Street on the 17th, Saturday. It's at 2 p.m. to 10. And remember, it's $150 for the class and the party. You don't have to repay for the party after you pay for the class. So it's $150, cash at the door. I'll put the info down below. And then if you want to just come to the party afterwards, that's only $20. If you can't get to the class or it's not in your budget right now, just come and hang out with us at the party, and that'll be $20 at the door. And there'll probably still be tons of juice left and salad stuff, because I always get way too much stuff, because nobody's leaving the party hungry when Dan the Man is in the house. This has been a really fun video for me, and I hope it's been fun for you. I hope you learned a lot and got excited about your life and making it what you want it to be. Dan McDonald, your servant, is out. Ching. Thank you very much.